An expert committee on sugar decontrol is likely to submit its report in next 6 months. On the deliberation in the meeting, Kaushik Basu, Chief Economic Advisor, Ministry of Finance, said that the government is serious about sugar decontrol. Right now, the Indian sugar industry is under government control, right from the level of production to the distribution. Meanwhile, the apex sugar industry bodies ISMA and NFCSF are seeking reforms which include freedom to sell sugar in the open market and doing away with the levy obligation for public distribution system. For more on this story, let's go across to Avinash Verma. He's Director General ISMA and he joins us in New Delhi. Avinash, hi, welcome to the show. What are your readings on the decontrol statement that has come out of the committee meeting today?
I understand that in today's meeting, there was largely a consensus on the fact that the sugar industry requires immediate reforms. And some of these reforms which the industry has been requesting for includes removal of levy sugar obligation from the sugar industry, abolition of release mechanism, cane price linkage with sugar price, and other such similar reforms. We understand that the committee today has taken some kind of a decision to come out with their recommendations within a couple of months, and they are looking at reforming the sugar sector in such a way that it grows as well as the Brazilian sugar industry. These are certainly very, very positive signals for the sugar industry, which has been clamoring for reforms in this sector for quite some time.
Positive signals, but still some 6 months away. Avinash, what kind of realizations is the industry expecting from the further exports that the government may allow?
Today, the international market is offering a premium of 2.5 to 3 rupees for the exports from India. We expect this kind of price to continue at least till May, by which time the Brazilian sugar production will hit the market. So there is clearly another few months for India to export a couple of million tons more.
The government also is hinting at allowing further sugar exports if sugar production surpasses 25.3 million tons. Do you believe post the 2 million ton already allowed, further exports could be coming through?
Certainly. If you look at 25.3 million tons, which we believe would be about 26 million tons of production this year, and a consumption around 22 million tons, there is a surplus of 3.5 to 4 million tons. With an opening balance of almost 5.5 million tons at the beginning of this year, and if we carry forward that 5.5 million tons into the next year, which is itself a big number, there is clearly a surplus of 3.5 to 4 million tons. The government has already allowed 2 million tons. The international market is still viable for exports from India. I do not see any reason for the government not to allow 1.5 million tons very quickly.
Avinash, finally, will further sugar exports from India put pressure on the global sugar prices more?
I personally do not think so. Whatever discussions I've had with the international trading houses, they are clearly expecting that India will be exporting about somewhere between 3 to 3.5 million tons this year. That means 2 million tons has been announced. That means there is another 1.5 million tons which is still being expected by the international market. So the international market has already taken into account that India will be exporting about 3 to 3.5 million from the country.